Hey guys, so you're a California contractor and you're thinking to yourself, I don't have any payroll, I have no employees, so I'm just going to grab one of those inexpensive quote unquote ghost policies and everything will be taken care of. But not so fast, because a ghost policy could lead to bigger nightmares such as surprise audits, higher premium costs, and even suspensions of your contractor's license. Stay tuned in this video for more information. Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Mike, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. It means a lot to us. Hit that little notification bell so that you're made aware of any future videos that we release. Also, throw me a thumbs up on this video and drop a comment below. In 2022, the state legislator led by Governor Newsom passed a bill that all contractors in California by January 1st of 2026, regardless of the type of license, would need to post workers' compensation to maintain an active license, even if that contractor doesn't have any employees. In past years, there's been a slow rollout. Some license types, such as HVAC or tree trimming, have had to post workers' compensation to maintain an active license. But what's happening is contractors are getting what's called or purchasing ghost policies because they say, well, I don't have any employees, I have no exposure, I just need a ghost policy, which really means it's a policy that has no employees covered, no payroll. But those ghost policies could become very tricky. Don't purchase one until you watch this video and talk to a broker and agency that understands where the pitfalls may lie with those quote unquote zero payroll policies. Now here's reason number one a ghost policy could become tricky. Minimum premiums. If you purchase a ghost policy and it has a minimum premium assigned to it, if for some reason you're on a payment plan for that policy and you cancel the policy early, that minimum premium is going to be due regardless of whether or not you had payroll or any employees working for that time. You're going to still owe the insurance company for any unearned premium as part of that policy contract. Now, minimum premiums are starting to go up further and further. They're ticking up. Why? Because the more ghost policies on the books that cause issue or that have exposure that the client might not realize it has, the more insurance companies are going to charge just to write the policy. That's basically what a minimum premium is. A minimum premium means is the minimum amount of premium that a carrier will charge to put a policy in place. The second reason a ghost policy could become tricky is the audit. You might think, well, I have no payroll, I have no employees, that means that there's not going to be an audit at all, or I won't have an audit bill. That's not true. Let's say you call them subcontractors, but really they're independent contractors that aren't licensed and insured, or you pay cash, or you have temporary labor. All of that's going to be uncovered in your final audit by the work comp carrier and the auditor. And if all your information isn't crystal clear, if you have uninsured subcontractors, if you have 1099s that you thought weren't going to be an exposure on your work comp policy, well, you're going to get billed for all that. We try to tell people that over and over again. The biggest exposure to a ghost policy is the final audit, because the carrier is going to charge premium where they think they may have been exposed. Even if you don't think you were exposed, or you don't think that there was true payroll on the books, there's a liability there. And if the carrier sees a liability, they're going to charge premium for it, because that could become an injury or a work comp claim later on down the road. So the audit is huge. Understanding how the audits work and where your exposure lies with the audit is really, really important for any work comp policy, but especially when you're buying a ghost policy. And the last part that's pretty tricky, but kind of how do you get around it? You can't really, is the regulatory exposure or the regulatory risk when dealing with the Contractor State License Board. Making sure that the policies are updated properly, making sure they're getting to the CSLB with the required language, making sure that at the time that your license is renewing, that your certificate of insurance, the proper documentation is sent to the Contractor State License Board to avoid any delays in the renewal, any fines for a late renewal, or even a suspension of the license because work comp policy wasn't filed correctly. Something else to talk about also, Assembly Bill 336, AB 336, signed into law in July of 2024, requiring that contractors list their top 3 work comp class codes so that it's posted on the license. If that's done incorrectly, you don't realize it, and your broker's not helping you with that information, that could also cause suspensions in your license, delays in the renewal, fines. So there's a regulatory risk in dealing with the Contractor State License Board, and understanding that purchasing a ghost policy may not solve all those problems. Having proper representation is really, really important. That's why you need an experienced agent, experienced broker to help. We've been helping contractors in California for our 15-year existence, and many of us even before that. Me personally, I've been working with contractors for over 20 years. I understand. We provide information to help our contractors succeed, especially when buying a work comp policy. Guys, remember, if you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you know when I release a future video. Throw me a thumbs up, comment here if you have any questions. Thank you so much for your support. I hope this video was helpful. Remember, the law changes January 1st of 2026. All licensed contractors in California must provide proof of work comp, even if you don't have any employees. Craziness. It's going to open up a can of worms down the road, but we can talk about that when you give us a call. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.